It is semi-final day, a time for the strong of will and character. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I've got to go for a man who rarely makes a mistake, Thibaut Courtois. A great shot stopper, but then again, so are most other keepers. But what sets him apart...
Milner concedes a free kick for that. David Luiz. Conte. Wijnaldum takes a look up. Wijnaldum. Gets it into the middle. Decent clearance now. Can anyone get on the end of it? He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Ball's out on the left now. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? No, that's not going to find its target. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Willian gets it back. Chan. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Massive leap! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Yeah, not only do they hit fast on the counter-attack, Peter, but they show terrific effort and desire in getting forward in good numbers.
Willian gets his foot in there. And it's Diego Costa. Diego Costa, not easily shrugged off the ball. He slid it through. Oh, good stop, it had to be. Can he find a finish now?
Yeah, it wouldn't have been the most eye-catching goal we'd seen. Ultimately, the numbers prevented him from scrambling it in.
Brought forward, what does he try from here? There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Now it's Mertens. Played it early.
That was just asking too much of his teammates by playing it in so early.
Willian. Costa. Boots it upfield. Wijnaldum. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chan goes pulsing down that left-hand side. Towering header! Harmlessly behind.
OK, they've got nothing to show for it, but that was a really incisive counter-attack, and it's hard to defend against that type of breakaway.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Wijnaldum. And that's been repelled. And it's half-time here. The midway point of the game.
Liverpool ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in this second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Here we go again then.
Liverpool clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
On the right now, what's on? Here's the cross. He's dealt with that well. Belts one. Zuma. Cesc Fabregas goes long and forward. Chan pumps it upfield. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? He's there to get rid. Looking to shoot! Good strike, quite an alarm. And it's Diego Costa.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Pedro. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Pedro. It's a goal kick. He's up, and it's in!
Listen, I've experienced that both for and against, and you won't have to guess which one I preferred.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
Oh, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
Aimed long and direct. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Shapes the shoots! Just couldn't quite turn it in.
Chelsea didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that, and I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
Another piece of really good defending. Good clearance now, can they make something of it? Cesc Fabregas tries to get it forward quickly. Away from immediate danger. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Cesc Fabregas pumps it forwards. Oh, no question, that's a foul. that is that. So home advantage told, they have the win they wanted and have a useful lead to carry away with them into the second leg. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, there was a real concentration on wider attacking outlets and they got their tactics spot on. They found a vulnerability and played on it to the full. It was clever and superbly executed. And you know, it was a real risk and reward approach that gave them the crucial advantage.
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be on the way very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
So it's away we go then. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, how can I ignore the Brazilian Felipe Coutinho, who delivers an awful lot for a little guy. Great imagination and guile about his work in midfield, and in attack, he can punch considerably above his weight.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. He's being closely tested here. He's done well to tidy up the situation. Origi, delivery by Origi, off the post! Ericsson. Who's going to make this theirs? Trippier. Looks like a good ball through, and he's onside! Boots it upfield. Ball swung in, now it's Kane. Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Vertonghen tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Gervinho. Now it's Kane. Oh, he's broken through. Lucas. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Lallana. Klein tries making a foray down the right. In for a header! Thrust towards the front line. Cuts it out. Origi pings it out wide. Decent progress down the left. And back out it comes. Disappointing finish in the end.
Well, you can fault the execution, but not the idea or the effort.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And it's half-time here. The midway point of the game.
Liverpool ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time.
Liverpool clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Davis. Spoon forward. Kane with a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, when he struck that, he must have thought it was going in. Such are the margins of success and failure in this game. That was so close.
Alberto Moreno going full tilt down the left. Towering header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Tottenham Hotspur didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that, and I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
Origi. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Aimed long and direct. Wanyama gets it back. Lallana. Can he score? It's a loose ball. And shoots! He's got away with one there.
Tottenham Hotspur have anticipated an aerial bombardment.
Just looks like mass defence.
Yeah, it's a case of needs must at certain times, Peter, and they have to respond to what's being asked of them.
And it's Lallana. Lallana. Decent ball. On the volley! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
He put on quite a show there.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
Lucas really struggling to influence the game.
Well, he appears to be singled out here as the enemy number one, and he's the one that they're looking to get to first. And I think they think if they get to him, then they're probably going to stop the main threat. So I think they've got to come up with a fresh idea or two to combat that.
It's come loose. And he's there to hoof it away.
Well, with the team's level now, possession is everything for him. You can't keep giving it away.
Felipe Anderson, yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Alberto Moreno pumps it upfield. Good run down. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, I think they certainly met their match here. There was a lovely ebb and flow to the encounter, but very...
Well, the old saying goes that football is a game of two halves, and this semi-final is no exception. We are, in effect, at half-time. Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. Philippe Coutinho. Out to the left it goes. Ball's out on the left now. And the header! Oh, the ball's come loose. Pedro. Goes for the cross. Another fruitless header.
How hard can it be to time a jump with the right contact? It's not that difficult, is it? Well, this is how to grab a game by the scruff of its neck. Front foot football with real intent.
And it's Moses. Now it's Costa. Oh, they're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Goes for a sweeping cross. He's there to get rid. Just swings wide.
And that was more than a decent attempt. Perhaps it deserved better too.
Cahill. Willian. Hazard. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Meets it first time! Dispatched clinically! Courtois reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. David Luiz. So they got the only goal to make it 1-0. Well played, he saw that coming.
Sturridge can't hurt you with his back to goal, and I think if they can keep him facing in that direction, then the only thing he can do really is to just lay the ball off, and he's not really going to cause much trouble if he continues doing that, so I think they're defending him very, very well.
Pedro. Cesc Fabregas. Thrust towards the front line. Tries the route one option. Now it's Costa. And now they can launch a counter. It's long and forward. And the semi-final reaches halfway.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again.
Liverpool going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Ball is over the line. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And it's Sturridge. Good clearance and very necessary. Hazard. Conte. So still just a goal between them. Milner gets his foot in there. Oh, good interception. Conte tries to get it forward quickly. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Sturridge. Oh, that's a waste.
Chelsea have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
Lovren has given away a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball. It's out for a goal kick. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Great leap! Oh, not the best of headers.
I think he's done very well to get into such a good position in front of goal, but he just couldn't put in the telling touch.
Now it's Pedro. Swung over. And that's out of reach. Hits one! Should have equalised.
Oh, that could prove a pivotal moment in this match. They needed that goal badly, you know.
Out wide to the right. Milner. Whipped in. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Cahill. Lucas tries a long pass towards the front. Conte gets it back. Willian. And it's Diego Costa. And that will be the final act. They have made it, and they've deserved to make it. A fabulous cup run has gone all the way to the final day. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, semi-finals have a habit of being tense and cautious because you're so close to the showpiece occasion, and yet they played with really good composure, and that makes a great difference.
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Towards the front. He's on a charge, but he's on his own for now. And it's Lallana. Oh, that's a waste. Lallana hurtling down that right flank. Drilled in low. Oh, that probably deserved better.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Lallana conjuring up some magic on the right-hand side. Point-blank header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
West Brom didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that, and I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
Sturridge crosses in a low one. He's got away with one there.
Yeah, and it's very good play to force the initial error there. That's what created the opening in the first place.
Neither side yet able to find the net. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here, it's all broken down. Lyon. Battles to win it back. Aimed long and direct. Sturridge. Can he find a finish now? Not this time.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. He can get that clear. Forward it goes. Sturridge plays it out to the wing. slid it through. There it is!
And grabbing that opening goal so close to half-time too affords them that extra little psychological edge. And when it's one of your main men that's doing the damage, it just grows the togetherness and it grows the spirit. Devastating. I mean, that's the only word you can use to describe that. That kind of breaking power is absolutely devastating. That was fantastic to watch.
The referee brings the first half to a close.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Rondon. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Wilson gets it back. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Lucas tries a long pass towards the front. Sturridge, swept in. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. And that's a throw-in. To switch the play. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Wijnaldum goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Wijnaldum. In for a header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
West Brom didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that, and I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
Johnny Evans. Good run through the middle, but he needs support. Lucas.
Well, we don't need to guess that they expect plenty of ball into the box.
Yeah, it's quite a crowd scene in the middle now.
Well, it's a situation that requires resilience now and plenty of fighting spirit. It has to be matched. I think the effort we can't fault, but the spatial awareness is clearly not a strong point.
Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Wilson. Chan. Lallana. There is the final whistle. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough.
Well, once they got that goal, I just thought they were very dogged in seeing the game through, and that clean sheet, you know, key to the win.
Just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin for joining us and to wish you a very good day. A European glory night, a trophy whose history is long and impressive, a grand prize in itself, and the winners into next year's Champions League. So here come the players, their minds focused on the task in hand to win. The lineups, we can have a look at them now. So, just who will seize their moment?
As with a lot of finals, caution plays a big part in the opening stages, but an early goal can blow all that away, so I hope that we can create an attacking contest here, which obviously we want for this showpiece.
Gets up to head it! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Big occasion, big goal, truth. Dos Santos is fouled. Sturridge. Cheryshev. They could break here. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Aimed in towards the centre. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, he caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
Ruiz. They scored inside the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-0 lead. Gets it back. It'll be a throw-in. Well played, he saw that coming. Dashing forward at pace. Lucas boots it upfield. Wijnaldum tries making a foray down the right. Wijnaldum's delivery, and he's kept it out. Sturridge wanders offside.
Oh, I tell you, only just. It was well spotted.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Battles to win it back. And it's Sturridge. Wijnaldum. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? He's had a go! Oh, good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
Villarreal didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that, and I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
Done very well to intervene. Whistle's gone, and we've reached the halfway point of the final. Half-time in the final, Jim, how do you read it?
Liverpool have the lead, and obviously it's going to be the happier dressing room at half-time, but it'll be interesting to see what they do second half. I really think that they should push on and do more of what we saw as we approached half-time.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're underway.
Liverpool going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Alberto Moreno drives forward with purpose. He's gone for it! Fair effort, he reacted well.
And it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Dos Santos pumps it upfield. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, that's true.
And is that how you're seeing it?
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Gets it upfield. Oh, good interception. Lucas does well to read it and intercepts. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Shapes to volley it! Oh, just couldn't quite turn it in.
Villarreal didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that, and I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
Thompson forwards.
Villarreal have anticipated an aerial bombardment.
Just looks like mass defence.
Yeah, it's a case of needs must at certain times, Peter, and they have to respond to what's being asked of them.
Matip gets into the right position to intercept. Klein goes long and forward. Still going. Where to next? That was always going to be the keepers. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Keeper's got good distance on that. The final whistle. A night of triumph, a trophy winner, a European winner, and now next season, a tilt at the Champions League. So on to centre stage come the central characters, the individuals who, as a team, blended into champions, and this is their moment. The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. I'm ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. So here we are, hoping for another Derby Day spectacle.
Well, he rushed into that and didn't give anyone a chance to get on the end of it.
Philippe Coutinho pumps it forwards. Phil Jones with a long pass out wide. Now it's Ashley Young. Klein hurtling down that right flank. Let down by a lack of accuracy.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out.
He's done very well to get to that.
Well, I can only add that he's got reflexes that are in perfect working order, Peter. That was very good to watch.
Lucas did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Wijnaldum goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Wijnaldum gets up to head it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Wijnaldum. In comes the delivery. Another header, but again the same outcome.
How hard can it be to time a jump with the right contact? It's not that difficult, is it?
Massive leap! Shaw tries to get it forward quickly. He's made sure that that won't get through. Now it's Ashley Young. It's gone for a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in. Another throw-in. A chance! Top save! That shot was travelling. He's not going to get that. Moreno. Alberto Moreno goes on an adventurous run. Managed to get it away. And we've reached half-time. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Start of the second half. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Cuts it out. Ashley Young. Manchester United seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a fair amount of criticism in the wake of the last game.
Listen, there's just no hiding place, and it was refreshing to hear him admit to getting it wrong. He miscalculated, human error, we move on.
Away from immediate danger, and the volley. Ibrahimovic. Wijnaldum. Lovren gets into the right position to intercept. Let's put a stop to that. And it's Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum's delivery. Just couldn't quite turn it in.
Manchester United didn't really deal with the wide play. It was a lovely dribble down the flank, but really they've got to double up to try and stop that, and I think with the attempted goal too, they were a little fortunate.
It so nearly came off for him.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. It's a good-looking cross. Aimed long and direct. Chan. Will be a throw-in. Manchester United look as though they're about to make a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Rooney really struggling to influence the game.
Well, it looks like he's been the one who's targeted as the danger man here, and as a consequence, he's getting the special attention. They're getting players around him quickly, they're giving him nowhere to go, and I think pretty soon he could be getting frustrated with this.
Rooney takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, he's broken through. Martial just doesn't give up. You just know he'll be in there again before long. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Origi is on a run down the left wing. He's managed to get that all wrong. Manchester United, their final change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And that's it. A drawn game to end the triumphant season. All that matters in this moment of ecstasy is that they are champions. And now the formal coronation. Acknowledgement of the best team through a long, demanding campaign. So much hard labour, and now so great a reward.